What truly made Arjuna the world's finest archer? Divine talent, relentless discipline, or a guru's silent promise? Hello, dear viewers. Welcome back to Katha Yogam, your window into the soul of the Mahabharata. In our last episode, we saw how Dronacharya, once humiliated by King Drupada, arrived in Hastinapur and was appointed as the royal teacher of the Kuru princess. And we witnessed that quiet but powerful moment when Arjuna promised to fulfill his Guru's wish, whatever it may be. Today, we journey deeper. What made Arjuna stand apart? Was it natural talent, or was there something more? Let's unfold the story. Please take a moment of your precious time to subscribe to our channel. It costs you nothing, but your support will help us bring more captivating stories from the treasure trove of Indian epics to you. As sage Vaishampayana continued his narration before King Janamejaya, he painted a vivid picture of the training grounds of Hastinapur, where the Kuru princess began learning the science of arms under Dronacharya. Soon, the news of Drona's brilliance spread across kingdoms, and many princes came seeking his guidance, including Karna, the adopted son of a charioteer. While Drona treated all students equally and taught each of them the same techniques, there was one student who rose above the rest, not by birth or by luck, but by sheer hunger to learn. That was Arjuna. Every instruction Drona gave, Arjuna followed with discipline, with reverence. Others came, others listened, but Arjuna absorbed. Karna, fueled by ambition and encouraged by Duryodhana, couldn't bear the constant praise Arjuna received. A rivalry began to simmer, but Arjuna never let that distract him. He simply kept showing up, every day, every moment, fully present. It wasn't competition that drove him, it was a fire within. Every morning, as part of their daily chores, the students were asked to fetch water in pots. At that time, Drona would often begin advanced lessons for Ashwatthama. While others lagged behind, Arjuna found a way. He invoked the Varunastra, instantly filling his pot with water. And before anyone else returned, he would quietly slip into the lessons Drona was teaching his own son. He didn't demand special attention. He earned it, moment by moment, with silent effort. One night, after his training, Arjuna sat down for dinner. There was a rule: no food was ever served in darkness. But that night, a gust of wind blew out the only lamp in his quarters. Yet, Arjuna didn't panic. His hands, trained through repetition, knew where everything was on the plate. He ate calmly, without spilling a grain. And then, a thought struck him. If I can eat in the dark just by habit, then with enough practice, why can't I shoot in the dark too? That very night, he picked up his bow and began practicing in pitch darkness. The steady thud of arrows cutting through the air woke Dronacharya, and what he saw moved him deeply. There stood his student, eyes locked, mind focused, learning when the world was asleep. In that quiet moment, Drona embraced him and made a vow. He would make Arjuna the greatest archer the world would ever know. None would surpass him. With each passing day, Arjuna's mastery grew, not just in skill, but in spirit. Under Drona's watchful eye, he didn't just become an archer, he became a warrior of many forms. Drona trained him in every mode of combat, fighting atop horses, elephants, chariots, and even on foot. He taught Arjuna the mace, the sword, the lance, the spear, the dart, and many more. No weapon felt foreign in Arjuna's hands. No battlefield felt unfamiliar beneath his feet. But it wasn't just physical strength that set him apart. It was how he carried the weight of his guru's expectations with humility, and how he transformed his thirst for knowledge into flawless execution. One day, Drona gathered all his students. A dummy bird was placed on a high branch. The challenge was simple: take aim, but shoot only when instructed. One by one, the princes stepped forward. To each, Drona asked a question before they could fire. "What do you see?" Yudhishthira answered, "I see the bird, the tree, and my brothers." Drona sighed and asked him to step aside. Bhima, Nakula, Sahadeva, Duryodhana, and the rest of the princes, they all gave the same kind of answer: the tree, the sky, their brothers. And then came Arjuna. When asked what he saw, Arjuna's answer was stark and sharp. "I see only the head of the bird, nothing else. Not the branch, not the bird's body, not even the sky. Just the target." Impressed at his focus, Drona asked Arjuna to shoot. In the very next moment, Arjuna's arrow split the air and struck the bird's head without faltering. Some time later, Drona took his students to a river bank for a bath. As he stepped into the water, an alligator latched onto his leg, dragging him into danger. Drona, mighty though he was, did not fight back. Instead, he called out to his students for help, testing them once again. Panic filled the group. The water was deep and murky. No one could see where the beast was. But Arjuna did not hesitate. His eyes narrowed, his mind calculated, and with lightning speed, he fired 5 arrows, each one slicing through the water with deadly precision. In a flash, the alligator's grip loosened. Drona was free. Overcome with admiration, Drona blessed Arjuna with a weapon no other student had ever been entrusted with: the Brahmasira Astra, a divine weapon, unstoppable, unmatched, and dangerous beyond imagination. Drona's voice turned serious as he warned him. This weapon must never be used on a weaker enemy. Its fury can burn the world itself to ashes. Thus, Arjuna stood tall, not by Drona's favoritism, but by his own unyielding will. He had earned every lesson, every weapon, and every blessing. And in Drona's heart, Arjuna became more than a disciple. He became a reflection of the teacher himself. As Janamejaya listened to this tale, his eyes lit with curiosity. He asked, if Arjuna was this skilled, who was Ekalavya? And why do people say he was even better than Arjuna? And thus, a new chapter of the Mahabharata prepares to unfold. In our next episode, we meet Ekalavya, a boy from the forests, not a palace. A boy who taught himself in secret and rose to a level even Drona couldn't ignore. But what followed was a heartbreak that echoes through time. Was it fear, favoritism, or fate? Stay tuned to Katha Yogam, where every episode dives deeper into the timeless magic of the Mahabharata. If you appreciate our work, please like and share this video with your friends and family. Subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon to get notified when we upload a new episode.